Thanks everyone. Good day's cricket. Todd Murphy here to chat to you tonight. If you have a question, microphone's on the side. Let the guys with the microphones know if you have a question to ask. We'll go from there.
Todd, you've knocked over Virat Kohli and Joe Root in your career. Is there anything left for you to do?
I think there's still plenty to do. Some tough periods out there, so it was nice to get some rewards a bit later in the day.
How hard was it, given that you could see that they were getting away at a pretty furious rate at some stages?
Yeah, they come out and played really well this morning, put the pressure back on us, and had a couple of really good partnerships there, and it was tough going. The boys stuck at it really well though, and it was nice to be able to stick it out and hang in there, and we got rewards in that last session, which was really good.
Todd, at the end of a long tour, is there the belief that you can chase down 380 or whatever you end up getting set tomorrow?
Yeah, 100%. We spoke about it at the start of the day, just keeping ourselves in the game today, and backing our batters to chase down whatever we get set. So, we knew England were going to come out today and put the pressure on us, and they did. They batted really well, but I think, definitely still in the game, and the boys be confident we can chase whatever they put in the morning.
Todd, just interested in mindset-wise, how the last couple of weeks been for you? Obviously, not getting a lot of a bowl at Headingley, missing the last test, and then getting recalled and doing a lot of work today. Like, how have you sort of processed the disappointment, I guess, the last few weeks into this test?
It's a good question. Coming over, I hadn't, I suppose, had a lot of game time, so it's sort of, coming in and out, it's not easy, but it was nice today to be able to, bowl some decent overs and sort of get into the game. I felt like as I went, I was able to work into it, which was nice. So that's the challenge with being a cricketer though, and especially like coming over here as a second spinner, I knew I had to try and get myself ready in the nets, which is never ideal, but going into Headingley, I felt like I'd done that. Wasn't needed that much there, and then last week at Old Trafford was what it was, and it was nice to come back into the team and be able to bowl some overs today.
Todd, we've just in the last couple of minutes seen reports that Stuart Broad is going to retire at the end of this test, and so just wondering your thoughts, having played against him now, thoughts on what you've seen, and maybe from having watched him before you started playing Test cricket.
I didn't have a clue about that, but he's obviously had an outstanding career, and I've watched a lot of Ashes cricket over the time where he's done really well, and I think what you admire about a guy like that is he charges in no matter what the conditions are, and he fights all day, and I think that's all you can ask for from a cricketer, and his record's unbelievable, and he's had a hell of a career, so wish him all the best.
Hey Todd, well bowled today, mate. Obviously a big challenge ahead of you guys to try and claim victory here. Can you just speak to the characteristics of the team that gives you the confidence you can get it done?
Yeah, definitely. I think a fourth inning chase is never easy in Test cricket. But I think what stands out about this group is just the belief that we've got, and everyone sort of backs in each other around them and trusts that the other bloke's going to do the job as well. So, we spoke about it today that, whatever we do get set, the batter's mindset are, we're going to go out there and get them. So, the boys are confident.
Todd, how's the pitch playing? We saw you got one wicket very low to get Joe. Just wondering what the deck is like after 3 days.
Yeah, I think towards the back end of the day, for me in particular, there was sort of a little bit more happening. I think all in all, that was a pretty nice wicket, and still the majority of it's still quite nice. And I think we've seen today that runs are still easily come by, so which is good signs going into the fourth innings. But I think as the game goes on, there's always going to be a few more variables that come into it. But hopefully they don't interfere with us too much.
G'day, Todd. Just cast your mind back to this morning, and I suppose what the hope was in the first sort of hour and a half of play while the ball was still new, and I suppose what the plans were then.
Yeah, I think you always come to the ground with high hopes and try and start really well, and get a couple of wickets early and put the pressure back on them. But to their credit, they come out and put the pressure back on us, and they batted really well. So sometimes batters are allowed to play well, and they did that this morning. So I think we stuck at it really well, as I said before, which was the positive, and got rewards later in the day.
Todd, obviously a really different challenge to India, and we know you went really well over there, but how different is it playing against England over here where conditions aren't in your favour as much, and therefore how satisfying is it when you, I guess, get guys like Stokes and Joe Root out?
Yeah, it's tough. I think the margin for error is a lot smaller over here, and especially with the way they're playing, they're sort of looking to put the pressure straight back on me. So it's another challenge in itself there. And it's sort of, I suppose it takes some time to get your head used, like around the fact that you're probably going to concede a few more runs than you used to playing red ball cricket. So I think once you can get your head around that, the message has sort of been the whole way through, just try and keep creating chances. We know they're going to play at fast pace, but if we can try and create 10 chances, then we can get batting.
And just on the fast bowlers that you're kind of bowling alongside, any sense of fatigue from them? Have you kind of noticed them, I guess, maybe compared to Headingley when you first entered the series?
Yeah, I'm sure they're cooked, but they don't show it. They keep charging in, and the attitude's always there. And I think the hunger, especially being the last test, and to try and win the Ashes is there. So, yeah, the boys get on with it. And like I think you've seen today, Starkey just kept coming back after, a few spells and got his rewards late, which was great as well. So, yeah, you always love playing with those guys.
Let's run down here, finish off with Mel.
I actually just wanted to ask you about your batting. Taking on Mike Wood probably is, well, if not better than anybody. Can you talk us through that? Because I think they were the first sixes that you've hit in almost any format at the highest level.
I don't think I've hit any sixes in professional cricket. So, it was good fun, and sort of walking out there, I knew Woody was going to try and bounce me out. So, I thought my best way of going about it was just trying to play it up and take it on. But I was probably lucky to get a few of them away. But it was good fun out there batting with Paddy, and it was nice to be able to try and eat into the deficit a little bit, and it was nice to get us in front. But it was enjoyable out there, and I really enjoyed it.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.